Good day and welcome to ActiveKnocker. Now in this video, we're going to show you exactly how you can import pins, select them on a map, and then assign them to an individual sales rep. So what you see on my screen here is some sample data that we have in a CSV file. So the first thing I'm going to want to do is upload it into ActiveKnocker. So I'm in on the web application and I'm going to go, and that's at web.activeknocker.com. You're going to want to log in. After you're logged in, you're going to want to go to Leads, Import. Now, once we're on this import page, you're going to want to find your file and upload it. So what I'm going to do in this case, I'm just going to drag and drop it and throw it in there. And I'm going to select a sales rep. This means if each itemized line in the CSV does not have a sales rep attached to it, it's going to assign it to this rep. And then also, if in the itemized lines, each line on the CSV file, there is not a pin associated with the address, we're going to make it the pin called lead. So now that this is almost done, we're going to choose, do we want to assign it with a route or without? In this case, I'm going to assign these pins without a route. So we're just going to import them and there's going to be no route. So let's click on next. Okay, so now you just do your proper mapping, and we have a video tutorial on this import process, so we won't spend time on this here. I'm going to go next. And here is how the import will look like to start. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go next step, and we're going to want to import these 5 pins in this CSV file. So let's hit submit. Okay, now it says the import was successful. So let's click OK. And here you're going to see the status is processing. So what's happening now is we're taking the CSV file, it's uploaded, it's mapping it into ActiveKnocker, and it's also converting the actual data to pins on your map. So this process, depending on how many pins you're importing, may take up to 5 or 10 minutes, or it could be as quick as less than 30 seconds to a minute. Again, all depending on how many pins are in. So let's just refresh the page until this says completed, so that way we know we can actually continue and move forward. Okay, as you see, it's now completed and that took very little time. So now the pins from the CSV are in ActiveKnocker. So what we want to do with these 5 pins that were imported, we actually want to assign them to a different sales rep and see them on the actual map. So let's go over here to Leads and then Manage Imports. Okay, on this import page, you'll see we have the latest import over here that we just imported. So on the right-hand side, you'll see View Import. Let's click that to view this import. Okay, here are the 5 leads we just imported. And you can apply filters because perhaps you want to only filter by certain, you want to assign certain pins to certain reps based on certain filters that you apply here of this data. You can do that. You can even select all from the list view. It'll say there's 5 pins. Head over to the actions over here, and maybe you want to change the pin from lead to something else. Maybe you want to assign these pins in this list to a different user. You would just choose it directly over here. And then this will pop up and it'll say, okay, you want to assign these pins to a user. Do you want to assign them without a route or with a route? And which user do you want to assign it to? So let's just close that out because in this example, I also want to show you up here we have list view and map view. Perhaps you want to click on map view. And now these leads are showing up here on the map. We have one here, and one here. And perhaps I want to select these pins and assign them to a different rep based on where the rep is located, or I know a rep works this area. So I'm going to click to select pins on this over here. And now I'm going to draw area around these pins that I want to assign to this new rep. Okay, so I just selected it, and as you see, it says 3 pins were selected. So here you have this actions, and then the same 2 options. Do you want to change the pin, meaning change these from lead to something else, or do I want to assign these to somebody else? And as a matter of fact, I'm going to click assign to in this example. Do I want to assign them these pins, this rep with these pins without a route or with a route? In this case, I'm going to choose without a route. I just want to assign it to the rep, and I'm going to assign it to this sales rep number 1. And click assign without route. And voila, we are done. The pins have been successfully assigned to that new rep. So now the rep will get notified when they log into their mobile application that they have brand new pins that they have in their back office and on their map, that they can now go over to these homes and do whatever they need to do to knock on the door. So thank you so much for watching this video, and that concludes it.